said, when we talked about this, when there's, an unattended death and then a fire and all that, especially like you said, you're already dealing with insurance. So.
And we didn't talk.
No, we haven't. So. Yeah, Joe, I think that's what you're talking about in the car. But like I said, this is, again, it's got to write this big long report. So, and like I said, you know how insurance companies are. Try to get a rough place sometime. They're a pain to deal with. So, I'm going to try to write this the best I can for you. For the whole situation, so that they have no questions to ask and nothing to worry about here. Let's just start off. Who all lives in the house?
Chad.
What is Chad's name?
Alan.
A-L-L-E-A-N?
A-L-A-N. Or one name.
E-N-T-Z.
Me.
Oh, yeah, you. Okay. I was like, who's me? All right.
This is Nikki Sue Entzel. She is 34 years old, a mother of two, a catering business owner. And at this exact moment, she believes she is helping a detective write an insurance report about her husband's death. Chad Entz was not killed in the fire. He was shot multiple times before the fire ever started. The autopsy is complete. The gun has been recovered. Hotel security cameras have already placed Nikki and a man named Earl at the scene across multiple visits that night. And at 12:43 in the morning, someone logged into the home's security camera system and attempted to switch it to privacy mode. It didn't work. Nikki has been talking for over an hour and a half. She is warm. She is cooperative. She has not asked once why an insurance report needs this level of detail. That is not what innocent people do. Chad Allen Entz was a stock car racer. Not a casual one. He had won North Dakota's Governor's Cup more than once. He would drive his car to Mandan, to Rapid City, and he would win. That was who he was to people who knew him. He had two stepsons, Marcus and Christopher, whom he called his own for 6 years. He was working toward legally adopting them. He had moved his family into a new house just 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. They had not even unpacked everything yet. The boys had not finished setting up their rooms. On the night he was killed, Chad was at his bowling league. He had a regular lane, a regular team, a regular Thursday night. He came home, and he never left. In late December, Chad Entz was found dead inside the family home in North Dakota after a fire. An autopsy determined he had died from multiple gunshot wounds, and that he was already dead before the fire was set. The fire was staged. His wife, Nikki Sue Entzel, became the focus of the investigation. She had been staying at a nearby hotel for several days, having told Chad she needed space after a fight about the broken furnace. She was accompanied at the hotel by a man named Earl, a close friend she described as just a friend. Earl had rented the hotel room beginning the Sunday before the killing. On the day Chad's co-workers found the burned house and his body inside, Nikki was at work. When they called her, she told them she was too busy to check on it right now. She was brought in for what she believed was a routine interview to help finalize the insurance paperwork on Chad's death. This is what she told her friend, and this is what she believed when she sat down.
Well, like I said, then we kind of talked from there. When you got there, you said you saw the smoke at the
It
door.
smells smoky. I know I can see the washing machine and dryer all black.
Okay.
I can see in the glass right there. I see it all black, and I couldn't get in. It smelled like smoke.
Before we enter this room, here is what the detectives know. All of it. The autopsy found no soot in Chad's lungs and no soot in his throat. In a death by fire, soot accumulates in the airway because the victim was still breathing. Chad had none. He was shot first. The official cause of death, multiple gunshot wounds. A gun was recovered at the scene of the fire. Hotel security cameras recorded Nikki and Earl returning to the hotel together on the night of the killing and leaving together multiple times in the hours before and after Chad was shot. Area vehicle surveillance cameras tracked their route to and from the neighborhood where the house stood. At 12:43 in the morning, approximately 27 minutes before the first tracked return to the house, someone using Nikki's account logged into the home's external security camera system and attempted to switch it to privacy mode. The cameras kept recording. The attempt failed silently. Text messages recovered from Nikki's phone show her and Earl discussing looking at houses together in Austin, Texas, where Nikki had been scheduling job interviews. She had been planning to leave. Chad was going to stay. She had not told him. The detective sitting across from Nikki has all of this. She has none of it. When she walks into this room, she believes she is a grieving widow doing a favor. By the time she leaves, she will have confirmed details the detective never volunteered. That process, watching it happen, is what this video is about. Watch the opening exchanges. Notice the pace the detective sets. Unhurried, apologetic, genuinely warm. He is not trying to catch her yet. He is building a picture of what normal looks like for Nikki. Every later deviation from this baseline will matter.
Nikki, I don't want to put you through any more you need to. Like I said, that's why I wanted to do it one last time, so we can get all this done. And like I said, so that way tomorrow after you're done, you can grieve, move on, take care of your family, get all that stuff. You know, and like I said, it's going to be a long road ahead for you. But I want me to quit harassing, or to bothering you in this process. So this is what I'm going to write my report off of. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so are Marcus and Christopher, are they biological?
They'd be halves to each other.
Okay.
Or they just have kids to Chad.
Okay.
Me and Chad have no kids together. I can't have any more kids. I had stage 2 ovarian cancer when I was pregnant with Christopher.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad that Christopher made it okay, though. That's great. Right? I mean, you got 2 angels. How many more do you need, right?
I have boys, you know how that goes. He kind of does.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Not biological, but
Step.
Did he ever adopt?
No, we were talking about it. He was a huge worker because he was like for 6 years.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, I'm in the same boat. I have stepchildren too, but I've never known them about anything but mine. You know what I mean? So we just have never gotten around to it. But,
it's a long process.
It's expensive.
She is relaxed. She is giving more detail than is asked for. She is sharing things, the cancer, the adoption plans, that a person concealing a crime does not volunteer. Or at least, that is what this moment is designed to look like. Watch where the detail stops and the deflection begins.
Now, Nikki, I know you had your catering business. Where else do you work again?
Community Options.
Okay, so what's the name of your catering business?
Nikki Sue Sweets.
Nikki Sue Sweets.
And I did, it's called North Dakota Cottage Raw, so I got to work out of our home.
Oh, okay. So that's just out of your home, you do all your
Yeah, you can
baking
do
there?
North Dakota Cottage Raw. And you can
So that explains all the big, 100 pounds of sugar and flour. I was like, holy, they must... Okay, and yeah. Okay, and then, what was it, Community Options? Oh, okay. And what do you do there?
It's called Employment Specialist.
Okay.
I work with FPR program. It's like just people wanting to get back into work.
Okay.
They want to go back to work. So it's like you're getting off the system and.
So it's for someone who's gotten out of jail or out of the system of some sort? So, first off, how did you guys meet?
Through racing.
Through racing?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. We didn't talk about that. So it was...
You didn't talk a whole lot.
No, we didn't get a chance. So that's what I said when I came down to writing this report. I'm like, I really need to sit down and talk.
Through racing.
Through racing? Okay. So what kind of racing were you going to?
Circle track. Racetrack.
Yeah, I'm just saying, was it were you doing the drags or were you doing
No,
top
like circle track,
fielders?
with
the funny cars?
No, hobby stock, street stock.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I don't know a lot about it, but my sister, she married a guy who was into the little cars, the funny cars, the legend cars.
Legends are
yeah.
little.
So he's like a big deal.
They're more in Wishick.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they do. I was actually born in Wishick, so. But yeah, she's doing, I don't know a lot, but I know it's kind of an expensive thing. But
All
she
it
says,
is.
yeah. So you met through racing. How?
I just kind of took off from there. He raced, from West Racing, and
So you raced too then?
I was in racing up and took off from there, and I lived in Dance, so we traveled back and forth, and we only got to see each other like twice a month because of my job and his job, so we only see each other maybe once a month, maybe twice a month.
Were you guys dating then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where did you meet at? Like in North Dakota or South Dakota or?
In North Dakota. Well, we took turns. Sometimes he'd come down to my place, and sometimes he'd come to his place.
Okay. Well, when you met him, and you know,
Oh,
when you started
Jamestown.
Jamestown? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. And so, was he racing or?
He was racing.
Okay. And were you racing too then? No.
He was racing, and then he raced. Like he would go to Bushwick and race
Okay.
sometimes, and he raced up in Mandela, and he won the Governor's Cup there.
He won it?
Yeah, he's won the Governor's Cup a couple times.
Oh wow.
Notice what he does here. He doesn't probe the racing. He doesn't ask about wins or dates. He lets it run. He is gathering warmth, not information. A suspect who feels heard talks more. A suspect who talks more makes mistakes. The detective already knows the important things. He's waiting for her to say something that contradicts them.
So,
Oh.
yeah, but we traveled back and forth, and then after a year and a half, almost 2 years of dating, we got engaged at Greenington's wedding.
Who were going okay?
Greenington, best friends of his.
Okay.
We got engaged at their wedding, and
Love was in the air, huh?
and then they came with us when we got married in Arizona, and they stood up for us. So.
Oh, okay. So, so this is after 2 years. You guys, did he pop the question? Or? Okay.
At the reception.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I was told, I said we should do some more stuff, just me and you.
So is he more active with the boys than he was with you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's about the same. He left. It was usually just me and the boys home.
Okay.
Is what it was, and I said we should just go do stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you, just like go. You know, the boys are older and they can stay, you know, by themselves for an hour or two. And we could go hang out, and this is what he promised this person, that he was going to stuff for them, or he was going to go golfing and do this, that, and whatever. And I said, how about we go do something, and we can go do some stuff together, just us.
Yeah.
And I said, maybe we can go hang out and do something. I said, maybe just me and you.
Right.
He goes, go far, Bobby. I'm not going far. I'm not being productive. He goes, wait, I just have some drink. I can't drink with my meds I take.
Okay.
And I said, it's just not right. I started drinking more. And yeah, I was just getting mad and drink more and drink mad right there. I said, see the cool in the drinking, please. But we didn't, we did stuff. He actually come and help me with catering events, and we had a really good time. And
So he was just a different person when he drank.
it's completely different, like night and day when he would drink and when he wouldn't drink. And I just told him, I said, please I wish you would just stop. Like, I can go to counseling with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can go together.
Yeah.
And I said, you'll get better.
Yeah.
She has been talking for almost 20 minutes, building a portrait of a difficult marriage. The drinking, the physical abuse, the isolation. None of this is fabricated. The bruising photographs exist. The hospital records exist. She is telling the truth about that part. Watch how that truth gets used.
When did you start to notice his drinking increase? Like when in your relationship?
He wanted to leave. Tricks of his work. He was not happy there.
When was this? 2 years ago? So that's when this all kind of started? When you started noticing it, I guess?
Well, he's always drank our entire relationship.
Right. But when you said it, you said you saw it increase.
Really bad, about 2 years.
Okay. So that's 2 years ago, so what, 2018?
17.
Okay.
Stop it. Got really bad. Nice. Now, stop drinking.
To be both places.
She would say, "Have to make sure you're not prepared." Yeah.
So even the kids know this?
I told the kids, don't worry, it'll be okay. So it's start with somebody else.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, just stop. I said, just move on. It comes to me.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about all this stuff.
Yeah.
I said, just be happy. I just got so bad when he said, just please stop. And he just grabbed on. And I had cancer. So whatever he grabbed on,
What do you grab? And it started 2 years ago. That's how it started. It started by grabbing him. How much was he drinking?
Case of crowd, case of pepper 12 a month.
For 2 years. Oh my gosh.
That's all. Just stop. Last November, he told me to say, he was really mad or something like that. He went out, he'd come home, he'd tell me, it was way after bar closed.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, he's not crying.
Yeah.
He said, he's crying, and somebody
Yeah.
has
Or,
to live
yeah.
with it. And he told us, he said, please call me. For permission. See how we got.
Where was he at? Okay. It wasn't like darts or something or anything.
We're supposed to be getting used up. It's like, squeeze me so hard. You heard me pop.
You heard what?
Pop.
So how was he grabbing him by the arm? Right?
He squeezed me so hard.
How? I'm sorry, I know I'm just
A
right
bear
up
hug.
in a bear hug. And you heard a good pop. And this was 2 years ago. Okay. So that was, or when, what November was it? She said it was November, but
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, November.
And we just need to shut up. Stop thinking about it. Please stop.
Did it ever get worse from there, Nikki?
They used to slam my arms in their doors.
And like
In their door.
just a regular house door?
There is documentation for what she is describing, physical evidence. The detective has seen it. He has the photographs. She knows he's seen them. She'll say so herself later. Right now, she's laying the foundation for something. Not innocence, context.
So well, let's go first then, and then so how did this all how did this all take place when you left?
So,
Obviously the kids are gone, so you don't have to worry
the
about
kids are gone. Monday we got until Monday about the furnace not working because we had no heat again for Christmas.
Okay.
And I said, I'm done, I'm tired of the no heat. I said, there's no heat. I said, I can't keep staying here if
Right.
there's no heat. I said, it's not working for me, for my MS, for my everything. I said, then all the boys when they come home.
Right.
I said, it's so cold. I said, maybe for Christmas we can look out or something. Do something. Maybe. Make anywhere, whatever. I can't stay here if it's not gonna be me. He goes, I don't have whatever he said, swearing. He started out there for bullying.
This was Monday? Well, what time was that?
He has to be bullying by. He would have left for bowling. He used to be there by like 6:30. He said, was that working? He would have went to bowling. And then I came home when I knew he would have been gone at bowling.
So you guys had the argument
Earlier.
before bowling. Was it
It
like,
was earlier in the morning.
so it was in the
It
morning?
was early, yeah. And
Did anything become physical at that point?
no. Yeah.
Was it a long fight? I mean, or would you just?
No. I told him, I said, done. If it didn't out, I wasn't going to give opportunity. And I left.
So-
I can't do the no heat.
Right. Is this before work or is
Yeah,
this?
before
Okay.
work. I said, I can't do the no heat. I can't.
Yeah.
I said, maybe after Christmas. We can go someplace.
She says the fight was in the morning. She says she went to work afterward. She says she came back to the house while Chad was at bowling to grab clothes. She says she has a friend, Earl, who happened to be in town and offered a couch. The hotel was Earl's idea. Earl had the room since Sunday, before the fight even happened. She has not explained that yet.
Who is Earl to you?
I've known him. I said he bought stuff. We became good friends. Hence hung out. You know, we all know him. We, joke back and forth. We,
Nikki,
we all met back and forth.
it's okay. You can tell me if were you guys romantically involved or anything? No? Okay, so
No.
you weren't boyfriend or girlfriend
No.
or anything?
No. I'm married.
I know, but I was just with all that going on.
No. I'm married. He's married.
Oh, he's married.
He's married.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's married. I said that.
All right.
Okay. So, I went about my day. After work, I went back to the hotel and
And which hotel is that?
in Seabridge. Where we're at.
Where is that at?
Over by, I call it the Gateway Mall parking lot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's right.
The detective has already watched the hotel security footage. He knows what time Nikki and Earl arrived. He knows when they left. He knows when they came back. He hasn't mentioned any of this yet. He is asking her to place herself voluntarily, so she has to account for the gaps herself. When the gap is later identified, she cannot claim she didn't know what he was asking about. Watch her face in the seconds before this next exchange. She has been at ease for 85 minutes, warm, patient, occasionally emotional about Chad's drinking, his absences. The detective has been nodding, writing, building rapport. And then, very quietly, the temperature in the room changes. Watch her face in the seconds before this next exchange. She has been at ease for 85 minutes, warm, patient, occasionally emotional about Chad's drinking, his absences. The detective has been nodding, writing, building rapport. And then, very quietly, the temperature in the room changes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, Nikki, obviously when we go through something like this, you know, I mean, I don't know if you watch TV much or anything, but
I don't watch TV.
we're able to do a lot with digital information.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're able to get information off of cell phones.
Mhm.
We're able to track the location of those cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to go back and pull surveillance video. Even sometimes if someone has turned it off or if it doesn't work, we can still recover that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're able to basically go through that scene and find tiny little things
Mm-hmm.
that the naked eye doesn't see.
Right.
You know, we have a lot of new technology that we can do a lot of stuff with, and I pulled no stops on this one,
Right.
as you asked me why,
Right.
and I wanted to find out for you. So we can do all that, and you know, like I said, we can track all those cell phones. So you know, we can go back, we can look at camera footage from the area of vehicles coming and going. I'm going to say that Chad's death was not an accident.
What? Mm-hmm.
Based off of all of the information that I've gathered, Chad's death was not an accident.
I don't understand.
Well, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about, and I wanted you to hear it from me, you know, going into this. Like I said, we have pulled so many resources in on this, and we have used so much technology on this. We know how this happened. And Nikki, I think you know how too.
I don't. That's why I asked you. I don't know nothing.
Chad did not die in the fire. Okay?
Okay.
Chad was killed by a gunshot.
What?
Yep, he was killed by a firearm.
What?
Yeah. We did an autopsy on Chad, and there was no soot in his lungs or in his throat. And that tells us that Chad was dead before the fire started. Okay? There was also a gunshot wound to Chad. Or there was gunshot wound to Chad. And that happened before the fire.
She says what twice? Both times her voice goes up at the end, not down. A genuine question goes up. A performed question goes up and then catches. Because the body knows what the mouth is pretending not to know. Watch her hands in this moment. Watch whether she moves toward the table or away from it.
Yeah. So, is there anybody you can think of that's involved with this? Do you know who's involved with this?
No. I don't know.
Do you know anything about do you know anything about Chad's death?
No, I don't.
Okay. Like I said, we did find the gun on scene.
Sorry, it's not my phone. I don't know what it would be.
It's okay. I think we need to finish with this anyway. So, is there anybody else who's been in that house?
I don't know who would come, you know, in and out of the house. I mean, so I don't know who would be in and out. I don't know who would come. I don't know who would come in and out of the house.
Was there anybody else besides, was it Earl with you when you came back?
Nope.
Did you ever see anybody in the house when you were there? When you came back?
I didn't see anybody.
Okay.
I said we ran in on the house.
Right. So, you see, how long were you guys in the house?
At max maybe 30 minutes, maybe for them to say. I know it was 8:30 something.
Yeah.
And we left.
Nothing happened when you guys were there? When you guys came at 8:30? When you was Chad bowling then? Okay.
It was just us.
Okay. So you didn't see anybody there? Nothing seemed out of place?
I didn't pay attention. I just ran. I ran in and ran out, and that was it. I just grabbed my stuff and left.
Okay. Who is Earl to you?
I've known him. Like I said, he bought stuff. We became good friends. And he's hung out. You know, we all know him. We, joke back and forth. We,
Nikki,
we all met back and forth.
it's okay. You can tell me if were you guys romantically involved or anything? No? Okay, so
No.
you weren't boyfriend or girlfriend or
No.
anything?
No.
Okay.
I'm married.
I know, but I was just with all that going on.
No. I'm married. He's married.
Oh, he's married.
He's married. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's married. I said
All right. So, did you tell Earl about the abuse or anything like that?
he saw the bruise marks, a couple times, but he just said, I wish, wish you guys the best. I wish,
Did he ever seem angry by it?
No. He goes, I'm not getting involved in it. So, you guys, do your own thing and you can, figure it out. And, I told my brother knows about the abuse, and he said if there's anything he can do to help me, he would. And
Nikki, Chad was killed. Chad was murdered. It's not a suicide. There were multiple gunshots.
No.
Yes. So like I said, I know how. I just need to know why.
No. No.
Is there...
Why would anybody
I don't know, Nikki, but that's what I want to find out. So why would that happen to Chad?
I don't know.
That last sentence. Why would that happen to Chad? Notice the phrasing. Not, who did this? Not, when did this happen? Where was he? Was he in pain? The question she asks is phrased for the detective to answer. People who don't know what happened ask what, where, when, and who. People managing what they know ask why. Because was it the one dimension of the truth they haven't yet had to commit to?
Nikki, we also have the ability, we have the video from the hotel. Okay? So I know you came back with Earl.
Right.
And like I said, I need you to be, honest with me on what all goes down, because I'm trying to figure out, I know how. I need to know why that Chad was murdered.
I just want him back.
I know.
The detective has just introduced evidence she did not know existed. Hotel security footage. Watch how the story adjusts. She does not deny being at the hotel with Earl. She says she stayed in the bedroom, and Earl was in the living room. A 5-room hotel suite reduced suddenly to a single occupancy question.
So, Nikki, you need to be honest with me. Did you and Earl stay in the same room?
Well, his room
The other room, I don't know what you mean.
Like the living room.
The living room?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys have one room?
Well, but it's like you come in and it's a room, like it's a living room and then it's a bedroom. You have to pull out.
So we know that, Nikki. We know when you guys came, when you guys went. So I'm asking because I know you're a good person. I mean, I'm just talking with you. You've been through so much. I just need to find out why. I know how. I know when. I know where.
Do that.
Nikki, did you have anything to do with Chad's death?
No, that's a terrible thing to do.
Okay. Do you know if Earl would have anything to do
No, he wouldn't.
with Chad's death?
No.
Okay. Is there anyone else you could think of?
I can't think of anybody. I don't hang out with anybody I go with. I don't know.
Where does Earl live?
He's back home in Canada.
He lives in Canada.
Mm-hmm. He's a project manager, so he travels around.
When did you guys rent the room?
And then Sunday. Sunday he would rent it in.
Sunday he would have rented
Mm-hmm.
it. Nikki, you said you didn't get into a fight till Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you rent a hotel room Sunday?
Well, he was coming to town.
Okay. So who rented the hotel room?
Earl did.
Okay. And so had you talked to Earl before you rented?
Well, I knew he was coming to town.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew he was already coming to town.
Okay. So when did you talk to him and discuss?
Monday, and I told him we got into a fight, and he said I could meet him out on the couch and I could come there, crash for a few days.
The hotel room was booked Sunday, before the fight happened Monday morning. She says Earl rented it because he was coming to town anyway. That is possible. What is not possible is the part where a married man books a hotel room in a city where his friend's wife lives. And that wife ends up as the sole occupant of that room with him the night her husband is murdered.
You know, I've reviewed everything. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing you need to be doing right now is you gotta be honest about everything. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of information. I was at the crime scene. I helped process the crime scene. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what my thing is on a lot of this is the processing and analyzing of things. And all I do is criminal investigation.
Right.
So I know you've been talking to him and told him some things. Some of that I can tell you right now is not true. So Chad knows Earl.
Mm-hmm.
They get along?
Yeah.
Okay. And so then I understand you were staying at the Stay Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you were staying with Earl?
He was had already had a room there, and I told him, I said, I was upset Monday, and I said, you know, I just need some time. The furnace isn't working. It's a forever ending thing. I said, I told Chad, I said, I can't keep doing the no furnace working. I don't want to be here. I said, it's been out pretty much since we've been living here. I said, you know, I don't want to be here. I said, you know, we had an argument about his drinking, you know, and at that point I said, I just left. I did to work. I worked Monday, you know, obviously, and then I came out to the house with me. We grabbed some stuff and we left.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. So what did Chad think of you going and staying in a hotel room with Earl?
And he said nothing different than said we went to Texas. You know, I went
Who's
to
we? When you say we, you said we went to Texas, so who's we? You and Chad or you and Earl?
Me and Chad went to Texas, you
Okay.
know, and then them, but, I mean, I went over to the cities and shopped. I met, you know, Earl and his daughter over there and hung out for a weekend and
Okay, but
talked to Chad, you know,
all right,
talked to Chad every night.
What did Chad think of you going and staying in a hotel room with Earl?
Didn't do anything of it.
Chad didn't think anything of that? Really?
No.
I'm a married man myself. He's married. That would not fly with. I don't know any guy that would fly with that.
I guess I
Would go
don't.
stay. What would you have done if Chad had went and stayed with Earl's wife in a hotel room while you stayed home? Come on, let's
it's
be
not fair.
realistic here.
They said we went to the cities and we hung out. You know, it was me and Earl, and I talked to Chad every night.
Yeah.
You know, and
Uh-huh.
you know, FaceTimed it. I mean, just had fun. You know, we hung out. I got stuff from him when we were there. You know, I talked to the boys. We did different things. I mean,
So, do you and Earl? It's more than just a friendship. I mean, there's definitely a romantic relationship there, right? Okay. So, if I told you that we had some information from some of the apps on your phone that says differently, what would you say to that?
and we can say anything.
Huh?
You know, we can talk back and forth. I mean, we've talked back and forth and said, you know, yeah, I think he's, you know, super nice person. He thinks that, you know, I'm super beautiful, and you know, I like hanging out with him. I miss him when he's not around. And I don't have a whole lot of friends to hang out with. I don't go out. I don't hang out. I'm not big into the drinking scene. I'm not big into all of that. You know, so when we get together, we hang out. We, sit and talk. We do this and that. As somebody, I like it. I can tell him I love him. I mean, I love when he gets together. I love when he comes to town. We hang out. We do this. We do that, and you go hang out. You spend time together. You do whatever, and it's different things. Things that Chad won't do with me. All right.
That answer lasted 43 seconds. She never said no. She said, "We have talked back and forth. I miss him when he's not around. I love when he comes to town, things Chad won't do with me." The word she is systematically avoiding is the one that would clarify everything. Watch whether the detective notices.
So is it a romantic relationship? I guess that's what I'm asking
No.
you. Okay.
No,
Not at all.
I do. I love Chad.
I don't doubt that at all. And part of the reason I'm in here is, like I had said, I saw the crime scene. We have all the evidence to kind of know what happened here. And a crime scene like that and what happened to Chad could have been done by someone that could be construed as a monster, or it could be someone that, if they had a reason for that, but it would need to be explained. Otherwise, it's going to look like it was done by someone who was a monster. And that's that. It was a fairly brutal scene. I mean, Chad, like he explained, had been shot, and then the house was on fire.
The BCI investigator has just made a structural move the first detective hasn't made yet. He's offering a frame. Explain it and it becomes understandable. Don't explain it and it becomes monstrous. This is not comfort. It is architecture. He is building the door she needs to walk through. Watch how long it takes her to reach for the handle. He has just told her about the house cameras. He waited until this moment, not the beginning, not when Earl was introduced, not when the hotel footage came up. He introduced it now after she has already committed to a version of events. Watch what she does with the new information.
Did I forget to tell you that when you tried logging off of the camera system, it didn't actually log you off and put you in that privacy mode and kept recording? Yeah, it did.
No.
So, yeah.
I don't.
You logged on at 12:43 a.m. and were attempting to put the camera in like a privacy mode, which just didn't work. And then you showed up out there 15 minutes later.
Anybody can log into my cameras that have my stuff. They don't just have to be whatever, I mean.
But it wasn't just anyone, it was you.
I've opened
It
my
wasn't
cameras.
just anyone.
I've opened my cameras like before and it's been open and I've not known it's been open before. I don't do, here's the other thing, if I go near my home with my watch and all that, my geofence goes off.
Right.
So.
But so why were you in there trying to switch the camera mode?
I was like I said,
It was you, we know it was you.
If I was in it, I have my hand on the button and I'm not paying attention. I don't go in and dink around with the system a whole lot. I know I went into it the other day and tried to update my geofence from where we lived to where we're living now. And it wouldn't work. It kept defaulting back to other stuff, and I've tried to go in and change my stuff before, because when I go to school or pick Tootie up from school, it beeps at me. You know, I said, I gotta change it. We don't even live there. You know, so I went in, and when I changed geofence stuff, it flashes off the camera mode. When I've changed geofence, camera mode changes. That I do know, because I've done it before.
She has just built an explanation for the camera tampering. It involves geofencing, automatic mode switching, and muscle memory. All of this is verifiable. All of it will be verified. What is not explained? Why she was adjusting geofences on her home security system at 12:43 in the morning, 15 minutes before she and Earl drove to the house where her husband was sleeping.
You guys went out there about 1:10 a.m. Or let's go back. So first, you go on the cameras, you try to put them in privacy mode, but it doesn't work. Then you show up.
I tried to update my geofence.
Okay, then you show up at 1:10, and you're there for an hour and 40 minutes. You leave around 3 o'clock, 2:56 to be exact. All right. 6:32, you show up back out at the house. You and Earl. 6:38, you and Earl leave. Activity throughout the day. Then at about 10:55 that evening, then you guys are back out at the house again.
I don't remember being back at the house.
Or was Earl back out at the house without you?
I don't remember being back at the house.
Alright, so was Earl at the house without you? Possible?
Possible. I don't remember being at the house.
So Earl went out there by himself. What would Earl have went back out to that house by himself? And why would Earl have went back out to that house by himself without telling you?
I don't know.
3 separate visits to the house documented by surveillance cameras: 11:10 p.m. through 2:56 a.m., 6:32 a.m., and 10:55 p.m. Each time she was asked about a visit she hadn't yet confirmed, she said she didn't remember. Each time the detective confirmed it with footage, the story shifted. That pattern, deny until proven, then pivot, has now repeated itself 3 times.
I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you in any way. But people who lie to me, I feel that's being disrespectful to me. If you want me to treat you with that respect, you're going to start treating me with that respect. And your continuous lying isn't working. And I think overall, you are a decent person. I think you're a good person. You've raised 2 sons.
I don't.
You have a good job.
I was planning on leaving.
Yes. And where were you going?
I was planning on moving away.
To where?
Texas.
Okay. Where at in Texas?
I was at Austin.
Okay. Did you have a job down there?
Potentially, yes. I have
Something in the
interviews.
works?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to
All right.
go.
You have job interviews, or you did?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I've had a couple over the phone.
Okay. So when was that supposed to happen?
The 13th.
13?
Mhm.
Okay. And just, you're moving to Texas?
Invoice.
Okay. Nobody else?
No.
Okay. So Earl wasn't moving to Texas with you?
No.
Was there any talk of Earl moving to Texas with you? Nothing at all. So there's no text messages to a realtor or anything like that.
He would eventually like to move home. He's
Right.
from there, but
That's not what I'm talking about, what Earl's plans are later on in life. So there's no text messages regarding you and Earl looking at houses down there.
please come down and look at him with me. Yeah, I mean, I want someone to help me look at a house. I don't want to do it alone. I mean, I want someone to help me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, we talked about going down and looking at homes with me. I don't want to look alone. I mean,
Okay.
He already has the text messages. He referenced them before asking the question. She denied them, nothing at all, and then, without pausing, admitted them. They talked about looking at houses together. She didn't want to do it alone. Both sentences came from the same mouth, 12 seconds apart. The detective writes something down.
Almost everything I've asked you about the events, you've lied about. So we're going to start, though. I just want to kind of go back a little bit. And so it would be the 31st at about 10:54 when you and Earl went back out there. It would have been the last time that we were just talking about. So tell me about that again, why you guys were out there.
I want to get more of my stuff.
Okay. And Chad was home.
The pickup was there.
Pickup was home. Where was Chad?
I don't know. The pickup was home.
Okay. So you didn't see him when you went inside to get your stuff?
I didn't go in the house.
Okay, you didn't. Just Earl went in the house?
10:54.
Yeah. So Earl was the only one who went in the house that time.
I didn't go in the house.
Okay, that's not what I asked you. Don't answer questions that I didn't ask you. I asked you if... So Earl went in, is the only one that went in the house. You didn't go in the house with Earl.
Yes.
Okay. So what did Earl do when he was in the house?
He was going to go and grab some more of my stuff.
He went in and grabbed more of your stuff? What stuff did he grab?
Notice she has stopped saying she didn't go. She confirmed. Earl went in alone. She waited in the vehicle. When the detective asks what Earl did inside, she pivots immediately to a functional reason, grabbing her stuff. She is no longer defending the visit. She is explaining it. That shift, from it didn't happen to here's why it happened, is significant. The story is reorganizing in real time.
Who do you think did it to? And don't tell me I don't know. That's not an acceptable answer.
I don't know.
If in your best guess, who do you think did it?
I don't know who did it. I don't know who did this. I don't know who do this. This is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know the people he runs with. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think that you and Earl went out there, that Chad was probably drinking, being an asshole. You've got this history of being abused by Chad. I don't know, did he assault you that night, or was he threatening to? Was he threatening to assault Earl?
No.
Because I can about imagine how a drunk guy who likes to fight and hit someone when they're drunk is going to handle his wife walking in with another guy that she's then going to go stay at the hotel with. I can about imagine how that's going to go. And that's about how it went, didn't it? I mean, I'm sure that did not go well at all, did it?
We argued about the furnace. I don't know.
And I'm sure Chad was just ecstatic about the idea of you going and staying in a hotel room with another guy, wasn't he?
We were arguing about the furnace, and I told him I didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was hollering about not wanting to be there.
Okay.
You weren't. You've been lying. I've been watching you lie to him the whole time. He's disproved everything you've said. You're not a bad person, I get that. But this is we gotta know the truth. You
I
gotta
don't
start
know.
telling,
I
no,
don't
Nikki,
know
stop,
what
stop,
happened.
Nikki. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying.
Okay.
The I don't knows and that, when we keep going, we find the truth. The truth is here. We have the truth.
She has just heard, for the second time in this room, that they already know. The first time, she performed surprise. This time, she is not performing anything. Watch what happens to her face in the next 30 seconds. The architecture of the lie is reaching its load limit.
I need to hear from you.
Okay.
I need to hear from you. Tell me what went down that night.
Okay. We went out there. And we had our time. I told him in time. I'm not going to get here anymore. There's no heat. I'm done. I don't want to do it. You know what? I'm done with all of it. It's done. It's done. I'm not doing it. This is just stupid. I said, I don't want to do it. I said, do you understand me?
Yeah.
And he goes, if you fucking leave me, my world's fucking over. Do you fucking understand me? He goes, if you leave, I'm gonna fucking hunt you down. And I said, no, you're not. He goes, you're not fucking leaving me. I said, I am. It's done. It's over. No. No more thinking names. No more that. I don't have to thinking names no more. That I can't have more thinking names. I'm thinking names are behind me.
Those are Chad's words, not hers. She is reporting them. What he said to her, the night he was killed, in the house they had just moved into 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, the house where his stepson's rooms were still being set up. She is telling the detective what Chad said, and then she is about to tell him what Earl did.
You guys, they're just freaking kids. I've been raped and everything. I told him, I'm done. Not doing it anymore. I said, we listened to me today. Someone said, I don't care if the fuck happens. I said, do whatever the fuck you want anymore. I don't care. That's hiding it. So I told the doctor, the doctor knows you're abusing me. I told my brother, and my nephew, you're abusing me. I told people. He goes, you fucking fine. I said, whatever. Do whatever. And I don't care. He got up. He came at me. I said something. He went to sit down and stay put for me. I don't leave this fucking house. You guys got into my phone. I know you did. You stapled my arms to my body, it looks like.
What happened? There was a fight.
No, there was no fight. None. No fight. I was not into fighting.
I know you're not. But obviously Chad was. And he came at you.
And I said something.
Where was Earl?
He was standing back in the kitchen.
And what did Earl do?
He told him, he said, let's go now. So we got us up. And Chad and I kept arguing. Chad said, yours. I'm gonna fucking end it all. So I'm just fucking done. I don't care. I don't care.
And what did Earl say?
It's not alive.
Earl said he's not alive. And then what?
He might not be alive, I don't know for sure. He said what?
And then what did Earl tell you?
It was weird, every time he got for them. They were arguing with the gun. Back and forth. He said the gun went off.
And what happened when the gun went off?
I didn't hear it go off.
Okay, but what did Earl say happened when the gun went off?
And then it went off. And then hit Chad.
Then what happened?
And we ripped him out. And we left.
And what happened after that? What did Earl think why you had to go back to that house?
I said I have to go back and get my meds.
Right, then you said that when he, or
We
the next
went back
morning.
the next morning. I said I need my meds. We went back to the hotel.
Okay, so here's my question for you regarding that. So Chad's your husband, right? So Earl comes out and says that he shot, or that Chad got shot in the house, and he might not be. It never occurred to you to want to go check on him?
I said, what? What do you mean? He goes, I don't know if I did him or not. He was or how bad he is. He goes, so back to the hotel. Okay.
You didn't want to go check on Chad?
I said, I'm gonna go right in. He goes, go back to the hotel. Okay. I was in shock. I didn't know what to think.
Who came back to set the fire?
Mm-hmm.
How did he do it?
I don't know.
Nikki, what did Earl do?
The cooking here was we had everybody went in the back bedroom. When they were arguing. That was early in the night.
Okay.
And he said, I want to go back in the house. He goes, I'll go check. He goes, to go in here. He goes, to go over and start a fire.
He said he tipped it over, or that it did tip over?
He said that if it tip over and start a fire. He said, as soon as there's a cooking in the house, you can't be going in the house. It's dangerous.
But he came back to start that fire. Who planned that part? Was that you or was that Earl?
No.
You didn't plan to come and set the house on fire.
No.
Earl did. What did your Earl come back to do with the propane tank?
Took it. Because it was too over.
For what reason?
So he was scared.
You said he was scared. Okay.
Because we argued.
Okay, I got that. Let's,
Chad was arguing that he was drunk and wasn't making any sense.
okay.
And he said that Chad had the gun. And he had shells right there. So they were laying there on the bed.
Okay. With all you had been through, were you kind of relieved that Chad was gone?
Kind of. I thought I was the first house.
Yeah.
He's behind me so much, you guys.
I know.
He's seen the pictures. She knows he's seen them. There are no secrets left in this room about the bruising. The last wall between her grief and the investigator's case has come down, not because she chose transparency, but because the evidence arrived first and left her nothing to protect by hiding it.
Nikki, whose idea was it to call in Chad on Tuesday morning?
Well, we already knew it. He told me I was supposed to call him.
Right, but this had just happened though. Chad's not gonna go to work. Whose idea was that? The Tuesday. I know, but why would, if Chad is dead and you know that, why would you still call him then? Whose idea was
As a
that?
victim, I'm scared. It's so many places in my head.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so you weren't trying to take time to figure anything out?
No. As a victim, I'm scared.
What about then on the 2nd when his co-workers are out at the house and they call you and say, hey, he didn't show up for work, and you just basically tell him, I'm busy at work right now, I'll check on it later. What was going through your mind at that point? Because you knew exactly why Chad wasn't.
That's your conscience telling you to do the right thing. Okay? That's the mother in you of 2 children telling you you have to take care of them, you have to come forward, you have to tell them. So tell me.
By the end of this conversation, Nikki Sue Entzel had confirmed that Earl shot Chad inside the family home while she waited in the vehicle. That Earl returned to tip a propane heater to start the fire that was meant to conceal the shooting. That she knew Chad was not alive when she drove away. That she called him in sick to work the next morning. That she had been planning to move to Texas. For 3 hours and 16 minutes, she deployed a specific behavioral strategy. Deny the visit until the footage made it impossible, then explain the visit. Deny the relationship until the phone data made it impossible, then minimize it. Deny knowledge of the death until the autopsy made it impossible, then reframe as a victim who was afraid. Chad Allen Entz won the Governor's Cup more than once. He had stepsons he was trying to adopt. He had moved his family into a new house 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. He was at his bowling league the night he was killed. The boys' rooms were not yet finished. The Christmas presents had not arrived. Nikki Sue Entzel was charged with conspiracy to commit murder. Earl was separately charged. Their trial produced this interrogation footage as evidence. This video contains that footage in full. If this kind of analysis is what you came here for, subscribing means you'll see the next one.